Here are some of the best books I read in July. We have some thrillers, romance, and also a lit fic. Mad Mabel by Sally Hepworth. This is just as good as everyone says it is. Mabel is an elderly woman in her 80s, and when she was 14, she was actually Australia's youngest convicted unaliver. Now, in present day, she lives the quiet life, but one day she discovers the dead body of her neighbour. Given the premise, this was actually really heartwarming and surprisingly funny. This is definitely more of a slow burn, character driven mystery. You have lovable characters, a likely friendship. I really loved this one. Recitative by Toni Morrison. This is a short story, and you're following two girls, Twyla and Roberta, who meet when they're 8 years old at an orphanage, and then they meet again through various stages of their lives. This is just their little encounters through the decades, starting from the 1950s. But what's really interesting about this story is that one girl is black and one is white, except the author deliberately never reveals who is who. For a story so short, this really is thought provoking and challenges your racial bias. Dissection of a Murder by Jo Murray. This is a debut legal thriller. A defense lawyer is working on her first big murder trial. Her client has been accused of unaliving a judge, and the defendant and prosecutor she has to go against is her own mentor and husband. I did see the plot twist coming in this, but I still really enjoyed it. Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. This is one of my favourite movies, but I'd never read the book before until now. If you don't know the premise, this is a romance, and you're following Rachel and Nick. Rachel is an American-born Chinese with a humble background, and she has no idea that her boyfriend Nick is actually one of Singapore's most sought-after bachelors. They fly to Singapore for Nick's best friend's wedding. This is where Rachel gets catapulted into a world of wealth. This is really fun and catty. You have such good descriptions of food, fashion, and the scenery. Really good, actually, by Monica Heisey. This is a contemporary fiction. You're following the main character who's navigating life after divorcing from her husband. This whole book is just a stream of consciousness. This book does get mixed reviews for it being really millennial and that the character is exhausting, which I do get. But I'm going to defend this book and say I really liked the writing. I will say she doesn't half go on, and all her intrusive thoughts are pretty chaotic, but I appreciated the humour. The Misconnection by Tia Williams. This is a romance, and you're following the main character Sasha, who has a meet cute on her flight to Paris. She really connects with her seatmate, a handsome stranger, but then they never get each other's names or numbers. After, she emails her work friend but accidentally sends the email to the entire company and then launches a global manhunt for him. This was a fun romance, a good one for the summer. Her Last Breath by Taylor Adams. This is a survival thriller, and you have two girls who go caving. Then they realise that they're being followed by a stranger who won't leave them alone. This book is tense and will also make you feel pretty claustrophobic. Have you read any of these books? What were your best books from July?